crashing into London for a bit of Alice in Wonderland.
Absolutely, yeah. Here in Wonderland, London.
Starring with Johnny Depp,
Anne Hathaway, Helena Bonham Carter, and a classic list of British actors: Barbara Windsor, Alan Rickman.
This is an extra large clock.
It certainly is.
It's bigger than the normal alarm clock.
It's bigger than my head.
Okay, here we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
I'm going to try and find out lots and lots about Michael Sheen in 5 minutes. Okay. So first of all, tell me something that you're good at that I wouldn't know about.
Oh, that you wouldn't know about?
Yes.
I'm very good. In fact, I'm the best celebrity clothes folder.
You have to
I
explain.
fold clothes brilliantly.
Oh,
when
really?
when I'm in clothes shops, I take a sort of pride in being able to fold the clothes better than the people who work in the shop, and I sort of secretly hope that someone will come up and go, "Excuse me, could you tell me how much this top is, please?" And I say, "I'm sorry, I don't work here." But the folding, I'm brilliant at.
Have you ever been offered a job in a high street store?
Never.
What were you going to say when I said, what are you good at?
I was going to say football, but then I sort of, that's been well documented.
Well, it's been well documented, but I think it's worth going into once more.
Always.
Is it true that you've skinned Tony Adams?
Not literally, because I'd be in prison. But yes, in a footballing way, yes.
And was that on a trial with Arsenal?
It was at Pontins in the Isle of Wight. And he was on holiday there with his dad. He was about 15, 16, I suppose, at the time. I was 12. And his dad was sort of scouting for Arsenal as well. And he saw me playing football. And he arranged a game between a local team and a team at Pontins secretly, I didn't know, but to watch me play. And then he offered me a trial at Arsenal, an apprenticeship at Arsenal.
But you didn't do it?
My dad said no.
Is that a regret?
That's why now my dad is dead, skinned by me, literally skinned by me.
Not.
No. No.
Your dad is, in fact, a famous Jack Nicholson lookalike.
He is indeed. He has been since, funny enough, in the circularity of time, when Tim Burton's film Batman came out and Jack Nicholson played the Joker in it, for some reason, overnight, people started coming up to my dad and saying, "You look like Jack Nicholson." And so he's worked as a lookalike Jack Nicholson ever since then. And now I have finally worked with Tim Burton, so it's all come round, you see.
It's very circular.
It is.
It's beautiful, almost.
It is almost poetic.
Now, we need to clear something up, because we all know that you're not an impersonator.
We all know that.
Some people might say that you're very famous for being a character actor, but you'd probably say...
I just say I'm an actor. I'm in films. I'm on plays. I don't really believe in the kind of categorization of, this person is this person is that. It's just we're all actors and we're all playing characters, really.
How long does it take you to get into the role or into the mindset of Tony Blair or Frost?
Well, if I'm playing a real person, then it usually takes about 4 months of preparation work. Often, it's not constant, but and a lot of it is letting it kind of settle and let things, I read a lot, I watch a lot of stuff and do all the research, and then I leave it for a little bit and then come back to it, and things sort of just happen and develop. But it's a long time. Like, for instance, when I played Kenneth Williams in Fantabulosa, it was only I think a 15-day shoot, but I'd spent about 4 months preparing it. So there's a sort of weird, it's an out-of-kilter kind of period.
A predictable question, but who have you enjoyed playing the most?
Probably Clough in Damned United, because he's just such an extraordinary character, and it meant that I could bring the two worlds that I've been in, football and acting, together.
Let's go back to football quickly. Can you imagine what it would be like to score a goal in front of 50,000 fans? And do you think that would be a bigger buzz than seeing yourself up there on the big screen?
I think it probably would be a bigger buzz, wouldn't it, in the moment? It would be amazing. I can't imagine what it's like. Sometimes if I can't sleep, I just lie there, people count sheep, I lie there imagining scoring goals, but also thinking back, it's really sad, thinking back to goals I scored when I was about 10, and that sends me to sleep.
Which is quite a long time ago now.
It is a very long time ago now.
You
need a bigger clock than that to measure how long ago that was.
I do. Your childhood was spent in Wales, but also a bit in Liverpool.
3 years in Liverpool, yeah. Well, in Wallasey, Birkenhead, which was very close to Liverpool. So that's when I first started watching the Liverpool team of the 70s, the Keegan, Toshak, Callaghan Highway team. So they were my team then.
But you're not a Liverpool fan?
Well, not anymore, because when I left Liverpool and went back to Wales, my dad was a rugby man, not a football man. So I never really got any advice in terms of football from my dad. So when I left Liverpool, I didn't realise that you could still support a team even if you didn't live there. No one told me that. So I thought, I can't support Liverpool anymore. Yeah, so I would be a lifelong Liverpool supporter, but I'm not.
So who do you support now?
Nobody. I mean, it just got interrupted the flow.
You spend quite a bit of time in LA.
I do.
Have you got into American sport?
I really like baseball. I love baseball. I can't really get into... I mean, I watch American football and stuff, and I've watched basketball, I've watched hockey, but the only sport I really get into is baseball.
You are from the same town in Wales as Richard Burton.
As Richard Burton.
And Anthony Hopkins.
Yes.
Do you feel now you're living up to the pressure of expectation?
I know, that's fairly big expectation.
It's quite a big
I don't
question.
think... There'll never be anyone like Burton or Hopkins, really, I don't think. But I'm, you know...
Was a good
Seconds
place to
out.
end. Seconds out. How was that for you, Michael Sheen?
That was fantastic.
It's very nice to meet you.
Lovely to meet you.